Hello everyone. Back at the house, obviously. I set the sheep to mate. It goes very quickly. I've already got the other two females mated up, so they have about 28 minutes left to go. This one's going pretty quickly. It used to be that you could weigh them down completely so they couldn't move at all for mating. But mating does require, well, what this guy's doing right here, trying to walk away. But if they walk too far away, they stop mating. So it used to be, please don't do that. There we go. They made the nice little jump when they're fully pregnant, and now it's gestating. So the females are this black one here. We have this black one here that's 10% of the way there. And then I believe this other female here, you can obviously tell the females from the males. The males got the horns, the females got the no horns. In any case, I guess I can I'm definitely going to put the males not to mating anymore because I don't want these things all over the place. I'm going to disable mating, but I'm also going to disable wandering. What I was trying to say, oops, let's not turn that off for you. But we will for you. Disable wandering. Disable mating. Okay. You have to put them on wandering for them to mate. You can't just sort of plant them in a corner and let them go. So the problem is, of course, they'll walk out of range. In fact, one of them, I don't know what the range is, to be honest, but I think like from here to all the way across here is too far. So in any case, I want to weigh them down, put some stuff into their inventory and make sure they're weighed down. But the game gives you warning now that you can't encumber them when you want them to mate. So right below where it says enabling wandering or mating to mate, if they're actually set for both wandering and mating, they will in fact it'll also say, hey, they're also encumbered, so you can't mate. So on the other hand, it does say enable wandering or mating. I wonder if I could just enable mating without wandering and they'll mate as well. These are things I don't remember, but you know what? We will be doing another round of sheep breeding in the future, so we'll see how that goes. Speaking of sheep breeding, one of the reasons to have sheep, well, really the only reason to have sheep, of course, is for this, to get tons of mutton. Stuff's still got 5 hours to go, but we're at less than half, so pretty soon we'll be just tossing that all in here. But the nice thing is that when we toss it all in the industrial cooker here, industrial grill, we will be able to tame even more thylas. Now, I don't think we need thylas, but you know, the way this game is going, let's just take a quick run. Okay, well, okay, how long? Let's just make sure I've got the time right. We've got about 20 minutes. Those are real-time minutes, not in-game minutes, otherwise that'd be done already. Let's go pet little guy here. The only thing I came back with was the bird. I left everybody in the mine, in the cave. I made 2 more cave runs. I'm getting a little bored with it. There's, you know, it's been fine. I've got 4, stamina's been very good. You can get very far with that. Honestly, weight is really what we need, just that much more transporting. We've gotten 4 of the artifacts in the skin. But it's, yeah, I haven't looked to see what we need to fight any of the bosses towards the end of the game. Again, I'm not sure I'm going to go that far anyway. That's not really why I play, but on the other hand, it's sort of the point of playing the game. So we'll see. But the big thing is I want to find the missing dinos, like the Rexes, which on previous generations or previous playthroughs of the game, which granted was a couple of years ago, they would spawn here completely predictably, like with dependable regularity. You fly back and forth, you kill one, it spawns another. I had my game difficulty set up to 9, which I think is why we were getting those giant high-level snails. I think I just found the last one was a 212 and a 220 level. So, not really sure we need snails that high. I'm just wondering if somehow that is targeting the Rexes to spawn at too high a level that's illegal or whatever, and therefore they're just not spawning at all. I don't think that's right, but it could be. So I actually have set it back to 5 at this point. I just want to have a look to see, like, are we getting high levels? See, we're still getting very low level animals for a lot of things, and it's kind of strange. Um, so you're 44, 16. I mean, this is still fairly low level. I mean, 44 is something, but it really would be nice to see if we could get some higher level dinos, because I suppose I could just make this, hey, we're going to beat this game with Thylas, because we certainly are getting a lot of Thylas, even if they're not super high level. But it would be nice to have that, because then this would be the other place I would just reliably get T-Rexes. And, we saw a few at the beginning, and then they were all gone, never to be seen again. Another thing I want to do is fly around with a few wells and just tap some of these off, so I'm ready to go. But, this was just a run to see if there are any Rexes going to respawn. Let's just land here for a sec. But it just doesn't seem to be happening. I don't know if the spawns are being taken up by something else, like these thorny dragons here. Some flag is making the Rexes no longer spawn. But, it just doesn't seem like we're getting everything or at least everything I'm expecting. I'm getting some unusual dinos. I think that's just a parasaur up there. But, I saw an iguanodon over here, which is not a particularly common dinosaur on this map, but you can get them. So, I've seen some less common dinos show up around here, but we're just not seeing any of the Rexes, and that is pretty disappointing. So yeah, I'm guessing that we're going to go with this being a Thyla playthrough, and maybe I will spend some time off off recording, I guess would be the right word, to just beef up a couple of Thylas. From what little I've seen of boss fights, and it's very few and none on this map, I think there is a limit to the number of dinos you can take into a boss fight. I don't know if it's a physical limitation in terms of space, or if it's a numerical limitation in terms of the number of them that you can take. However, with Thylas, they certainly don't take up a ton of space, so they might actually be a pretty good set of dinos to take through. I mean, sort of looking at these two guys here, I haven't found the raptors. I haven't seen a level 150 raptor. It's like 60 is about as high as it goes. So I'm just wondering what's going on in the game. That's why I've killed them all. I have seen a level 112 though, raptor. Let's make this loud. There we go. I have seen a 112. I think I've made some comments about only seeing a high of level 112 for quite a while in the game before seeing those snails, because I've also seen a level 112 moth and something else. I can't remember what it was, but it was like, oh, okay, level 112. That's the thing for this game. We'll see. We'll see. I should probably show you guys a little more of the map, but it's kind of like, okay, take this scenery that we've seen already and rearrange it a bit and put kind of the same dinos and kind of the same general locations on the game. At some point, I should go out and look for a phoenix while it's super hot out, but I'm not, that's a very special thing to find. And you have to be in with the right kind of armor on to be able to tolerate that. Let's see where we're at now. So, about 18 minutes to go there. I think that was the last one, though. I've got 16 minutes and 16 minutes. So got a little bit of time to go. I'll probably come back when we're done with that. They'll want to eat a bunch of berries. I'll probably get mijo berries because they do like those the best. I don't think we have any in here. I do need to keep that door closed. I've had the little guys, dung beetles, escape. They have decided to run away a couple times. Sorry, stealing those from you, sir. I'm also going to grab some more because they are going to need some more probably. Can you please let me out? I am cat locked, but with no cats. And I did it again. All right. I'm going to go grab some more mijo berries, probably take... oh. All right. Let's just do something very slightly different. We've got Parasaur here. I did make Parasaur not only a saddle, but I made her a platform saddle. So we might build some sort of fun thing on top of her. I haven't really decided what to do. Her stamina isn't horrible, but the movement speed is pretty bad. So let's hop on up here. Okay, and she doesn't climb things very well either. So in any case, this is top movement speed now, super duper fast. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with her. And that's also very loud. So you can make kind of a mobile base. Because I have such a low risk of getting attacked by anything, I wouldn't need to protect it too much on her back. It would be nice to have something you can move around the map, but then the question is like, should I just build, slide down her head, boop. Should I build just anything that I would put there, like my equipment at the very least, some of the forge and the smithy, but then they're kind of cheap enough at this point in the game to where you can build them anywhere. So it's like, do you really want to move one around to take with you, or should you just have just place one in the few locations you want them to be? So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with her yet, but because I have the platform saddle, I'll probably do something. I think it looks a little ugly when it's on, so I just toss it into her inventory, and you can just plop it on when you want to use it. All right, we are going to see what to do about these sheep very soon. We've got some berries to do with. Actually, we've got a bunch. Okay, so that's a lot. Feeding them is a pretty sort of something you have to do a lot of very quickly. So with 3 of them, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. It is not the most exciting thing in the game, but it is different and definitely something we haven't done yet. Alrighty, that seems like enough. Until about 15 minutes from now, I'll talk to you soon. Hello everyone, we are almost there. I hope this is recording because it was funny just a few seconds ago. I do not need any midwives. You stay over there. 27 seconds. Here, midwives, you can have that. Enjoy. You can see I have, well, not I have, but I think I can wait on, actually I think they get levels from being pregnant, which is why they're actually getting these level ups, because I leveled up everybody pretty recently. All right, well, I'm going to get down to the ground so we can see the magic as it happens. Hey, it pooped it out over there. How am I supposed to get in there? Seriously. I'm going to have to back this up. Since when? So E, I'm going to imprint. I don't want to mess with this. I need to access inventory, and I need to dump as many of these as I can get in as possible. The other one should have popped out by now. Maybe it showed up at the back. Oh, it's over here. Not entirely sure why it's so far over here. Hit E, imprint. Let's transfer. And the big thing is they're very hungry when they start, but they cannot hold very much. Please do not hide underneath. Oh, they're following me. That's what it is. They start following. I need to imprint on you. I'll go all the way down. Oh no, I need you then. Yes, E, imprint, 3, F. Give you a bunch. Now, it's already getting bigger, as you can see. They actually expand before your eyes. So I'm going to give them a bunch more berries. You can see the health is flipping back and forth because it eats and then it loses. I really need this other one to follow me. I need you out of here. Give you more. Are you following, actually? Can I get you to follow? I'm going to see if I can... No. These too many midwives. Are you going to follow me? Maybe I can't yet. It's basically a lot of hover parenting. Just as long as you can keep them with enough of these in there. And as you can see, like, they're taking 22 now. They're taking a whole lot more. They'll be able to eat from the trough as soon as they're at 10%. Wait, what? Wait, what? Where'd you come from? E. Did I have twins? This one doesn't have any food. That wasn't really... Seriously, where did that come from? I need to look around. I don't expect these things to fall from the sky often. You guys really need to go somewhere else. This one clearly can't follow me. 31 in there. Seriously, where did you come from? They're so interested, you know? I'm telling you. So this is good. As you can see, I'm already out of mijo berries. So I did not plan this terribly well, but I have a little bit of time. And at this point, I really don't care about these things being removed from my location here, because they're not going to grow back. Because they're too close. But that's alright, that is the way it goes. Because I didn't really go around and plan as well as I should have for this. So, hey, look at that, tons more mijo berries. Done. So you don't need to plan for things, you can just sort of do it. I'm expecting another... Oh, did they follow me? That can be a problem. They sort of did, seriously. This one's getting big. Alright, so you can see, like, by now, a lot of them, see, like, this one needs more. And we definitely don't want that health to go down. That is the danger. Now I need to find the other two. Oh my god, they're stuck in the corner. Children, I'm telling you, such a problem. Hey, you. There we go. So they're all good for now. If they are following me, we get all these... They are. Okay. I've got 3? 2. I've got 2 coming this way. Where's the black one? Black one's there. You can go. Stupid dung beetles. Alright. Clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop. I should have whistled them down. That one's probably stuck. No. Okay. Let's just make sure you've got a bunch. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I mean, they're only... That's still at 3.5%. That one... So, I've got to make sure they're also not trying to gestate anymore. No, because I turned the males off. Haha. No, I don't want to hear that sound ever again. Okay. So, note this wants care thing. So, now we're in 17. I have some time. Hour 16, hour 18. This one was born after these. Okay. We had a second birth, so that was, there's a 10% chance of having twins. And guess what? We hit that 10% chance. We can't get any Rexes, but lordy, we did get a black sheep. So that's something. Now, can you turn around? Can you get out of there in any way? I'll just destroy these. Oh, that's funny. I created a whole bunch of this. A whole lot of these, and stupid. Anyway, now can you come out, please? Oh, look at that. Well, I've got loads of those. It's not a problem. As you can see, they don't prance like the large ones. They will just walk. But I do kind of need them all in one spot and conveniently located. At some point, they will stop walking through the floor and start, well, maybe not, because everybody's feet are kind of in the floor. So, all right. They're all now in a spot where I can get a handle on them real easy. So that one's got 90. This is really the one that's the farthest behind. Probably doesn't need too much clay. I don't think they eat them. Oh, I'm out of berries already. What do you have? You're doing well. All right. Oh, actually, they will be able to eat from the trough real soon. And I could not care less if they want to just eat the regular berries from the trough. But I may grab more. Yeah, I'm going to grab more Mijos with this happy-go-lucky sailor here. That is not the way to do it. You have to use the other attack. Can you get up the wall? There we go. The big thing is that we will have just tons of regular berries as well, and some narcos, 90. It just doesn't matter for the rest. I more just want to make sure that the black one is okay. Yeah, he's in good shape. Yeah, 87, so they're good enough. It's at 7.6%. He's at 10. He can now eat from the trough, and that's why he's going up. 27, 28, 27. That means that the food is going up as he can. We'll just sort of monitor that a little bit, but as I understand, once they are at 10%, they don't need those berries anymore. Here, can you not stick your leg through there? I forgot, what's that at? 10, so we're good. It's the health. It's you know, you can see it's very much on the edge. It's very annoying how it works at 270, and it's just not clear to me how that whole system works. He just ate, so you can see his mouth moved. So they are taking them from outside. Thank you for being interested. We're still at 8%. I mean, he's going to be fine. I'm going to put the rest of these out here so they can prefer the Mijo berries, because they will eat them. Of course, everybody will. So, I mean, it's going to be a free-for-all. I think they actually take them from the top. If I understand correctly, it actually is grabbed in order. So I'm going to put those there, and hello, goodbye. These guys should be able to, yeah, this is going up, this is going up. Let's get down a little bit. This is where crouching helps a lot. Not quite there. No. Thank you. So that's good. Yep, he just ate. That went up a bunch. So that's good. I just want to make sure that the eating mechanic is working fine. Oh yeah, sorry. You can see it on the top. You can see the trough, and he must be over 10% now. He is. All right, once they're on the trough, you can just take that off. And I'll turn up the brightness and the touch here. And they're ready to go to be eating directly from the trough. So you don't have to worry about sort of their health as much. Now it's just stacking the meat here. Now it's just, can you eat? Paracera actually can't eat from there. I don't think. It's fine. I will give her, if I don't keep hitting that bump, just give her a stack of berries. Yeah, she hasn't been eating for a while from there. Doop speed. Swear she is going to be the fastest parasaur ever eventually. Alright, so she can eat. How about to be able to see? That's a little better. Wonderful. Just give you an idea of how dark it is. That was the idea. Actually, the fun part was after, I think, the last trip out of the... I love how those shadows go. That's just a weird thing the game does. It moves the shadows from the sun to the moon, but it doesn't do them off camera, as it were. So it kind of quickly moves that light source over to the other horizon. It's not very subtle, or particularly well done. Okay, so when I came out of the cave the very last time, I ended up with coming onto the map when it was very dark. I basically couldn't see anything, and the only thing I could see, let's go ahead and set this down. All I could see was actually the labels, and which was great because I still had 3 cats sitting out there, and I knew generally where the other things like the storage box needed to be. So it was even darker than this, but this is pretty close. By the way, that was with this bright bit on, as you see it now. So and I think you remember, if you remember, when we fly into that little sort of crack in the ground, it was very dark in there under nighttime circumstances. You really don't even have this amount of ambient light. All right, so you've seen how this works, including just how interested all of these dung beetles are in the whole process. They really are very happy and interested folk. So these guys will basically run up to maturity. They will want care in an hour. They're maturing quite quickly. I'm wondering if they're going to reach maturation before they get care. They might. So what does care mean for all of these? They'll make a request. Each one will make a request for a thing. I don't know what the limits of the thing are, but they're anything from kibble, which I haven't made yet, but I mean I can make a lot of it here, but I don't have a ton of eggs. And you need really good eggs to make really good kibble, and these are all low-level eggs. Even if the only high-level type animal I have that lays an egg is Mr. Jackson here, and Mr. Jackson will be laying no eggs. We would need a Ms. Jackson if you're nasty, if we're going to lay an egg, and we don't have that. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. I don't even know what to put it on here because I'm not really going to use him for anything. He's not a high-level Rex. That's why I'm really want to get some sort of other Rexes to show up finally. Maybe one of these days. But it doesn't look like it does it. Okay. So there we go. We had some fun with some sheep. If we have the chance to have them make a request and they are not fully mature before they make that request, I'll come back to that. Like I'll probably just do some other grindy odds and ends and set a timer, and we will get an idea of of what they ask for. It can be kibble. It can be just berries, which obviously berries will be very easy. It can be random things. I don't. It's been so long since I did this. I don't remember what crazy stuff they can possibly ask for. They may ask for bee honey. We have no chance. We can't do it. They ask for sap, we're fine. I know they can ask for bee honey. It'll basically be the same thing as if they ask for like extraordinary kibble. It'll be like, yep, you're not getting it. They don't die. Nothing happens. Nothing of consequence happens. They just don't imprint as strongly on you, and that is meaningless for sheep because the point of them. I hate to say it, but the point of them is to kill them for the sheep because we want some of this so that we can tame some wonderful thylas, which is, or rexes. I mean, anything with anything, any sort of carnivore, this is their favorite food other than the kibble itself. So maybe I can look to see what the thylas do for kibble, and we can practice that one if I have the parts for it. But again, oh yeah, and I won't ever be able to make extraordinary kibble because what do you think is in extraordinary kibble? It's bee honey. So we're limited. We're limited with the bee honey, unfortunately. Yeah, so there's some things we can and some things we can't do, and we'll work around them. And I think the thylas are going to be our secret weapon, especially with all of this wonderful food on the hoof. In fact, really, what we should do, if we're going for thylas, I mean that's the point. Let's just cook this right now because thyla is the only animal that you tame that prefers cooked meat, and the best cooked meat in the game is the same as the best meat in the game, which is the mutton. So let's just go up here, turn this on. It'll run for far longer than we need it to. It'll do, that's 24. Yeah, it'll do 12 at a time. I just don't want them to expire. Let's just take a look. It's 2 minutes, but that's getting close. Like I'm cutting it close now for just getting these things cooked. You don't want to leave it till the bar is really tiny. It's just not going to work. You will run out and you will be rather annoyed at yourself for having waited too long. I'm going to have lots of new mutton really soon if I need it. So we're going to just run it all through here now. See, there we go. Cooked lamb chop. Does not spoil too quickly. There's an hour there. If we put it back in here, spoil time is like 4 days in game. Obviously, we don't have to worry about that too much. So I'm probably actually doing this a little too fast, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does 12 at a time, so it's just, there's 3.5 rows in here. I'll wait on the next set because we have to make sure that we don't run out of that spoil time. It's funny, I wonder if you can put, well, I should try that right now. Let's see if we can put this stuff in there. Excuse me, everyone. I should have just run up, but that's all right. Let's see. You can't. I didn't think you could, but it was worth a try. I do want this stuff in a couple places, though. Actually, I have a bunch there. We'll do the cheat. I don't think I have anywhere else actually to put it, and the big issue is that I just destroyed my pots. I actually have a pot somewhere else, but I think it's sitting in Garrus right now, so we'll just put this in here. And because it all decomposes at the same rate, we're just going to lose it, but it's fine. It's very, very cheap to make, so it really doesn't matter too much. All right, let's go and see how our food's coming. Oh, I better get some more in there. There we go. There's one too many. Doesn't really matter. I don't think we're going to run out anytime soon. And this, first of all, this is great food for us, for peoples. It is also great food for the thyla as well. So previously, I think the best, I'm just going to toss them all in here so they're together. The best food for taming the thyla was this cooked prime meat, and I think I did that. Yeah, I did that for the most recent, relatively high level one. That's Chompy Bits. Yeah, wow, we haven't lost. We've actually gotten very. Oh, I tossed the medical brews in here as well. I need not to forget that. But as you can see, I mean, I've had 50 cooked meat stacked here for a while, and this stuff hasn't decomposed. These fridges are pretty good stuff. Oh, better get the last mutton. Gee, if only I had something to eat. Let's get the rest of this out here. And then we're done. And then I don't have anything else to cook. All right. So that was good. This will be our Super Thyla stuff. This is where we will hopefully get level 150s or higher Thylas. And these will enable us to do a super great job at taming them. And that is probably like 5, 6, 7, 8 Thylas worth of taming. So like we have the passel of vultures, we can do the same with the Thylas. They just take up more space with their big butts, and they don't fly, so they're a little less flexible. By the way, notice somebody here. See this guy? This is my highest level vulture. Stayed. Did not go on the trip. Homebody right there, hiding in the bushes. Sneaky devil. I mean, this is like the best one. So, in any case, well, it's on my shoulder now. I actually don't want it there. Actually, I want it out to where I can see it. So I'm going to throw it down. There we go. That'll be more visible. So the next time I go out with my vultures, we won't have somebody hiding at home keeping the fort down. We've got lots of people here to keep the fort down. All right. So this is a bit of catch up, follow up, do something a little new, end up with a bunch more sheep. We can look at the stats of these at some point just to see how it all went. But, you know, that's something I just got to think about for a little bit to figure it out, because we can talk about how stats work on animals when you breed them, and we'll see if anything interesting happened with these guys. Other than that, this has been fun. This has been a fun little sheep experiment. And we're going to be able to tame a lot of Thylas with this. So until next time, I'll see you later.